Hello YouTube, DS here, and welcome to my review of E3 2019 by Nintendo, not for all the other companies, because let's be completely honest, E3 was bang on average. And actually, let's give a quick mention and quick review of everybody else. Bethesda, terrible. Ubisoft, not so terrible, but still pretty bad. Microsoft, bad, from bad to solid, but mostly bad. And Square, very good, solid to good, and I kind of regret now what I said in my direct reaction where I said, hey, they won E3. Looking back on it, I think I only said it. They won E3 because, well, they were the company. I didn't want to sound like a fanboy, and given the fact how this direct ended, I didn't want to, be too much of a fanboy. But anyway, let's go over and look at Nintendo's E3. How good was it? Well, this is being recorded after Nintendo of the Indie Day that they had yesterday, so today is the 14th, and I waited to see if they announced anything new, which they didn't. We now have Can This Survive Rule? It's already released. I haven't gotten the opportunity to play it, but well, I will not be saying anything until I have the opportunity to play it. But anyway, let's get on to the show itself. So first off, Smash, yeah, the direct open up with Super Smash Brothers. It went right in. We have the trailer, and it's for the hero, Dragon Quest character. Weird to be called the hero, but I get it. It's because of all the Dragon Quest representation in Smash. It makes sense for it to be just that name. Although I wish it was like Bowser Jr. and all the other costumes, where once you choose it, it changes to that. But it doesn't appear to be that way. But still, we didn't get to see too much of the stage for the hero. I believe it's going to be something from Dragon Quest 11, but I can't be too sure, so I won't really 100% say it is happening. That's what it is. And then after that reveal, which by the way was a really cool trailer, and hey, the closest we'll ever get to Goku in Smash. So take it, Goku fans, take it and leave and let it go. Then we have Dragon Quest 11, the definitive edition, or is it Dragon Quest 11? It's Dragon Quest 11. Fudge. I'm trying to remember the full title. Let me just see if I can find it. Where does it say in the direct? It's Dragon Quest 11. Yeah, here it is, the title. Dragon Quest 11, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition S. It's coming to Switch on September 27th. I mean, after the Smash trailer, I think somebody was saying, and it's true, the first 5 minutes of this Nintendo Direct did more for Dragon Quest in the West than any amount of marketing that both Nintendo and Square have done in the past to put it on the map. Follow that, we had the little skit between Bowser and Bowser basically, which I find it funny. Was good. They had to mention it. They had to address kind of the elephant in the room, or in this case the giant turtle dragon monster thingy. Then we had Luigi's Mansion 3, which looked pretty good. Comes out in 2019. They didn't give us a release date, so I'm guessing this is one of the things that's going to be in the direct in September. I think that right now there's a very big possibility of us getting a direct in September, a general Nintendo Direct, and smaller, more sprinkled directs here and there, and we'll get to them in a little bit. Then we get Dark Crystals, which is a Jim Henson show, I believe from the 80s. It's on Netflix. I believe it's getting a revival, I'm not too sure, and it's getting a game. It looked cool, a fun little game that it's coming out in the near future, I guess. Did it have a release date? I don't remember. Maybe if I look through the video again, let's see. That's why I have the direct open right now. No, it just says coming 2019. Then we have the game that had the release date leaked by Amazon Japan, which was the Link's Awakening. It's coming out September 20th. It does appear to have a Zelda dungeon maker. I don't know what does that mean. I don't know if you're allowed to play other people's dungeons. I think the objective is to construct a dungeon and then speed through it, and then you get rewards for it. Which seems pretty neat. I don't know how much more this is true to the original, because I didn't play it on the Game Boy or the Game Boy Color, so I can't really discuss it. Following that, we had the Trials of Mana, which was the collection to Secret of Mana being announced, the remake being announced for it, and it's coming to the West, which was surprising. But then again, if you were watching the Western Direct and this showed up and it wasn't given a release date, it would have been weird. But it wasn't just that, it was also announced with the collection of Mana coming, which had already is out in Japan. I believe it's been out for a year now, so it's been a good announcement. Then we have The Witcher 3, or as some people are calling it, The Switcher. Nothing really much to say here. It's a big game, it's ported, it's a 4-year-old game coming to the Switch. A lot of people are talking about how bad it looks, and I've even seen some people say it's the worst the game has ever looked. Clearly they never saw the game running on the GDP Win 2, which I have, and it looks, I can tell you, it looks kind of like RuneScape. After that we had Fire Emblem Three Houses. We didn't see any gameplay in this little trailer, was just story cutscene. We also didn't have fan service like some people were expecting. So yeah, overall cool trailer, and the game comes out in a month, so that's awesome. Then we had the weird section dedicated to Resident Evil that took a long time, more than most, and I'll get to my little conspiracy theory later. But Resident Evil 5 and 6 are coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I believe they didn't have a release date. They just had coming 2019. I could be wrong. But yeah, fall 2019 is all that it said. So we have to wait and see. Then we had the announcement to No More Heroes 3, an announcement that was expected, giving Suda51's teasing and the fact that he really wanted to do it. And given the fact that it's coming out next year, I wouldn't be shocked if this began development even before Travis Strikes Down, or Travis Strikes Again, or I forget the name of the game. I think it Strikes Again was finished. And yeah, looks cool. If that's how the game looks, it's awesome. Follow that, we had the Contra Rogue Corps at Contra Collection. This is where my stream lagged and I couldn't understand that the Rogue Corps was a Contra game. It didn't look good, and like many people saying, it was the kind of the only blemish on the Nintendo Direct. And then Contra Collection, that's awesome that we finally had it, and it shadow dropped right after the presentation. Then we had Daemon X Machina, which now comes out September 13th. It looks like Daemon X Machina looked for the past trailers. Good, but not great. It does seem like they've done some improvements that the fans wanted, so we have to wait and see how good the game is. Then followed that, we immediately after that had the Panzer Dragoon announcement. I believe it's a remake of the Saturn game. I believe it was that. I think it was Saturn. So nothing really much to say. Never really played Panzer Dragoon, so but it looked fun. That's all I can say. Then a segment that I didn't particularly enjoy during my reaction and doing live, it's the Pokemon Sword and Shield thing, because like we didn't have any new Pokemons announced, despite the fact that there were new Pokemon to be announced. We only announced a new gym leader, and that was that. They announced that you could play the demo at E3 with the gym leader, and literally that was that. And they said that you can play with, you can bring a Pokemon with the Pokeball Plus somewhere. Check it out, and something good might happen. That's what they said. Keeping on the motif of catching monsters, I guess, Astral Chain was next. They showed us that, yeah, in the game you will be capturing people, or not people, the chimeras, which are from another world, aliens from another world, basically. They're invading the Earth, and your objective is to, well, do it before the Earth falls. Looks fun. Comes out on the 30th of August. There was a lot of Treehouse footage, so yeah, cannot wait to play this. Platinum once again doing their thing. Then Empire of Sin, made by John Romero, which I believe is the guy that created, was it Doom or System Shock? I forget which one it was. It looks to be a top-down shooter. twin stick shooter with involving the mafia. So maybe this is how the mafia truly works, not how the memes have portrayed it. But yeah, it doesn't seem like my kind of game. I don't think it had a release date given outside of 2020. I could be wrong, or 2019. Let's see, did it? Coming spring 2020, so I was in fact wrong. Then we had the Marvel Ultimate Alliance thing. Only thing, it looked like Ultimate Alliance. There's nothing really much to say. Only thing I'm gonna say is the people that were right now playing at E3 saying the game was too easy or too mindless. It's good to remember this is an E3 demo, and from everything that I've heard, there is 2 difficulty modes, and the second difficulty mode is the one that's supposed to be really challenging. That actually involves strategy. I'm not saying that's what's gonna be, just saying that's what has been reported. Then we follow that up with Candace of Hyrule, which is now out. Again, looked great, looked fun, and can't wait until I actually get to play it, which should be in a little bit. Then we had Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for Tokyo 2020, which actually looks great. The characters actually have costumes to represent what they're doing. There was a little screenshot of like classic mode being played, and I haven't seen it, but I've been told that if you're doing the swimming portion of the game, if you're swimming, Dr. Eggman will also be shirtless, which is an interesting fact. Follow that up, we had the announcement and the showcase trailer for Animal Crossing New Horizons. The game's not been delayed to 2020, which makes me very happy, just because of the reactions people were having before the game was even delayed, acting like the game was going to be delayed and now that was the end of the world. But still, very good reason that Nintendo gave for delaying the game would be it's against crunch. I find it funny some people trying to paint it as like, well, how is this a good thing? Why does it matter that Nintendo is saying this? They're not even saying anything important, because, you know, they're not, how does it prove that they're against crunch? Ubisoft is releasing Legion next year. Why are they against crunch? It's like, dude, that's literally what Nintendo said. The President of America, Doug Bowser, said we want people to have a balance between family and work, so it's funny. But still, March 2020, it looked fun, it looked good. It actually made me interested in Animal Crossing, funnily enough, but still, I don't think I'm gonna pick that one up, but you never know. Then we had the upcoming releases part of the Direct, which included Spyro, Minecraft Dungeons, I think that's the name of the game. Also Hollow Knight Silksong, Ni no Kuni 2 was also here. Minecraft Dungeons, Blades, which my friend Pedro, which comes out soon. Doom Eternal, which didn't have a release date. The Sinking City, which I don't really know much about. Wolfenstein, that comes out next month. Dead by Daylight, which comes out in September. Then the shocker, I think, of this portion, Alien Isolation, also coming out this year. Crystal Chronicles only having a winter release date once again. Dragon Quest Builders being a part of this, which is funny given the attention given to 11. But still, then the Stranger Things game, also part of this. Just Dance, which is also coming to the Wii. Catan getting another mention. Super Lucky Cell being announced, another Xbox exclusive coming to Switch. I don't know if Microsoft has anything to do with this one. I haven't heard anything from it, but still. Then Dauntless, which I believe has been described as the indie Monster Hunter. So yeah, and they finally close this off with the Super Mario Maker trailer or little thing, a part of it, which was really weird. Then we get out to the biggest hype moment of the Direct, well, one of them, with Banjo-Kazooie being announced for Smash. The repeat of the Donkey Kong trailer was great. Not the Donkey Kong trailer, the K. Rool trailer. The Troll by Duck Hunt Duo was also great. And yeah, Banjo is in the game. I also have a little theory about that I'm gonna leave for another video. And then to close off the Direct, we had The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 being announced. I think it was only announced to offset the people that would be upset over Animal Crossing. But yeah, that was it for the Direct. If I had to give it a general Direct grade, I would give it a 9. A really good Direct. The best Direct, one of the best Directs I've ever seen. Great announcements, great surprises. Yeah, now my conspiracy theories are, well, first things first, I don't think we're gonna get a Fire Emblem Direct or a Astral Chain Direct. I think Astral Chain might get, but I doubt Fire Emblem will. They don't want to spoil too much, I think. But I think we're gonna be getting a Nintendo Direct on the 13th. I think it's 13th of September. Let me just make sure. Now September 12th. It's a week after Iceborne comes out. So my theory is that we're gonna be getting maybe in mid-August the Hero, and then September 13th or September 12th is gonna roll around. We're gonna get a Direct, and Monster Hunter will be announced for the Switch. Monster Hunter game will be announced for the Switch. That's why Nintendo spent so much time on Resident Evil. Obviously, it's a conspiracy theory. It probably is not correct, but hey, why not make that? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been the Legend of DS. I'll see you guys next time.